Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Play action, now it's Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. For years, this matchup, the Chiefs and 49ers, would have been known as the Joe Montana game. These being the two teams that Montana played for in his Hall of Fame career. But now, of course, it's a Super Bowl rematch. Super Bowl 54 in Miami. That game won by the Chiefs 31-20 with that furious fourth quarter comeback to win their second Lombardi trophy. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. The Niners at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And last week was a bit of a nail-biter, a 3-point victory, but it's also the kind of game that reveals a team's true character. They fought all the way and came out victorious.
Now Lance. And that's good. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, they've got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He's got room at the 30, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here comes the rookie 7th-round pick. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. This is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Caught, Kelsey, left side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great community.
Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And Lance going to throw. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance going deep downfield for Ross. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run right on the option on first down. This is McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Joshua Williams makes the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown 49ers. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Will stop just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7.
Chiefs 21, 49ers 7.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Niners pick up our first down at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On play action, Lance. And oh, a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case,
and trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He'll get it inside the 20, and he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
49ers 7.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll go option on second down, right side. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Throwing his Lance on third down. Going deep downfield for Ross. It got his man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm too, and he showed it off here.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything that they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 60. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Lance now to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight.
Don't cut that mic off now unless you get on your ass now, boy.
Pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes under pressure. They got him again. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
49ers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Lance. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, wanting to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And you get the feeling, Charles, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling, finding room at midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escapes the sack. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And again, it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 31 yards. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Ambry Thomas up to make the play defensively.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mahomes now to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier,
and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Mahomes going to throw, and it's caught, and in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Butker on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
9 yards is the loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely.